It's got a double jump. Love a game with a double jump. Hello everyone, 66 Games here with new game AutoForge. Still in early access and it was just released not too long ago. I haven't gotten very far into it besides to change the settings so that you guys could actually hear me over the music, because when I started it up it was very loud. So we're going to go ahead and hit new game and see what we have. We have new world, we're going to name it 626. And we're right into the game. Got a little tutorial here. That's always helpful. It says mouse over tutorial task for additional help. Press A or D to move around. I appear to be stuck. Oh. Maybe I was just rusty. That's me. Rusty. Whoa, we can jump. Collect 8 stone. Ooh, we can zoom out pretty significantly too. Oh, it kind of looks like Terraria a little bit. Nice. I think I'm going to like this. See, we're going to collect 8 stone by harvesting rocks. Now, what exactly are rocks? So I don't want to... We have soil and stone. Here we go. Cannot harvest, it's supporting. But we can harvest the stalagmites for stone. Interesting. I'm going to do that so I don't mess the terrain up so much. Got like some pixelated border here preventing us from going any further. See, craft a forge found under structures. Under here, craft, structures, forge. You take 8 seconds. Grab the crafted forge from your inventory. Inventory. Inventory looks like tab as well. Craft is going to be C. So tab, grab the forge, and it gives us a little grid here. Let's place it right here. Oh, it's kind of hidden it back there, isn't it? Let's try again. I don't want it hidden, I want to be able to see it. There we go. Okay, mine 5 ore from the nearby deposit. That's probably what this shiny thing is over here. What's in this chest? Void matter, oil clot, health canister. Well, I like loot, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Can I pick up the chest? I sure can. Great. Alright, iron ore. Just hold on, right click, until we have 5 of those. And I'm guessing wood is probably from here on the floor. And then we're going to craft the ingots. Let's see here. Holding shift and left clicking works as usual. So you don't have to do all the dragging unless you want to. And while those are crafting, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this stuff laying around. These logs and stones. Yeah, we have 4 out of 5. Almost done. Ooh, we can climb vines. That's fun. Entangled ancient tech. I'm not going to mess with that yet. Let's go ahead and take those. Research basic extraction. Research is with T. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, can't zoom out at all, but we can hold right click and move around. Here's basic extraction. We're going to right click it. Oh, left clicking it worked. Left clicking it again would remove it. Okay. Well, while that's doing its thing, we have wood deposit. Oh, I see there. It says 471, 470. So this is going to be a lot of wood. Kind of how over here this said 302 for the iron ore, so there's a whole bunch of iron ore in this deposit. So you could just sit here for quite a while. I'm guessing there's probably going to be a machine or something that can do that for us, considering there's such a large deposit there. So we can craft more stuff under materials. We need 2 cranks, 2 sets of these, and we're gonna need more iron. So back over to this. How much did we need? We need 2 iron ingots for each one of those. So we're gonna need a little bit more of the ore. Looks like in the beginning we'll be doing quite a bit of running back and forth. But I'm assuming once the automation kicks in, we won't be doing that anymore. Oh wait, no. I need a crank. 2 cranks. And a crank drill. Place the crank drill on the iron deposit. That's probably going to be in my inventory. Oh, nice. We can place it on all 4. And it looks like it needs rotate R, the crank drill, to dispense into the forge. Do I gotta be on top of it? R doesn't seem to be doing anything. But if I grab this and do this, it does stuff. That's not very efficient. Hopefully I don't have to do that too often. But now we have iron ore coming out automatically. Looks like it's a little slower than when I was doing it. But it's automated at least, so. Okay, well that is an actual... Okay. The forge may need to be moved directly below the crank drill. Oh, okay, so I need to move you. Before I can do that, I'm going to have to get rid of the stuff below. Come on, big rock. There we go. And the forge is below. Alright, let's get this out of here. Now let's see what they're talking about. Oh, okay, I see. This little arrow here, when I press R, the arrow moved. And now it's automatically placing it into the forge. That's great. It's not going to do that with wood, though. So wood I will have to put in there myself. We need a wooden chest, which I'm assuming is going to use those planks that they had me make. 11 seconds. Place the wood chest next to the forge. Rotate the forge to dispense into the wood chest. Okay, well it's going to want me to rotate the forge. So let's go ahead and place the wood chest here. And then rotate the forge into the wood chest. Great. And then I can just get ingots from this chest whenever I'm done. Expand the emitter. Expanding the emitter always requires void matter and various other materials. Ooh, pressing B switches to a really cool sword and a gun. How do I expand my emitter? Is that a technology? I must be missing something. Oh. Well, this is the Apotheos. Here's the mainframe. Okay, well that did something. Oh, okay, well that's easy. You just gotta click on the big crystal thing. Could probably be a little more clear with that. Okay, cool. So what that does is it expands how far you can actually see into that darkness. So now it wants us to explore nearby for an ancient tech, which we already found. To which we're going to need void matter and a whole bunch of planks. Or iron gears. Or silver ingots, or more cranks, it looks like. Well, first of all, let's see what the tech has for us. Ooh, something fell over there when I grabbed that. Looks to be as fast as you can run. Fungi. Upgrade at the mainframe. We've got a bunch of upgrades, but it looks like we can only select the one in the very middle. Empower. Grants the power of Apotheos. Boosting health by 4, harvesting power by 50%, and crafting speed by 25%. Nice! And I believe those ancient square thingies that I just picked up is what is going to be used for these upgrades. So I'm going to keep my eye out for those. So navigate up and reach the surface of the world. Kill an oil slime. Destroy an oil slime spawner. Okay. Well, I don't have all that much confidence in my abilities. I'm going to take those because those look like healing. And we're going to leave the rest of our stuff in a chest. And start heading up. I might have to do some mining. Because I can sure jump high, but can't get through those tiny little cracks. And it looks like we're going to have to just mine up anyway. I apologize if it's really dark. I know YouTube tends to darken things. I didn't see a way of lighting things up yet. We're getting close to the surface, so we'll probably end up having to remove a bunch of this back soil to make lights in the beginning. That's what we had to do in Terraria. Although I think you can make torches in the beginning in Terraria as well. Not in here, it looks like. Oh wait, torch, here we go. Plank and oil clot. That's fine. We're on the surface now, we can see. Let's go look for a slime. Is that what you are? Yeah, oil clot. Nice. So that's torch making stuff. And we have a... Oh, well, that's obviously a slime spawner, because I just watched one come out of it. Let's whack this thing. Alright, we have discover an expansive iron ore deposit, discover an expansive wood deposit, discover a stone, and discover a mana deposit. Alright, well that's quite... Ooh, that's quite a zoom out there. That's quite a few tasks to accomplish. It says to look for sparkles. I'm guessing that's what it's talking about with sparkles. Oh, I just saw another one of those spawners over there. Looks like two of them. A snail and I'm not going to go mess with them yet, though. It might not want me to do that. I think I'm going to check out the sparkly bits closer to my area first. Like we have this one here. And I also want to... I'm going to grab these in the wood. What was that about? Oh, I didn't grab them, did I? I just put them in the chest. Let's take all this stuff back. I'm a little bit more confident in my abilities now that I saw what I'm up against. It doesn't look like they are that tough. We're going to make some of these planks. Get some of these torches laid out. They're not going to be in any uniform, just lighting stuff up. Just so no one catches me by surprise in case there are enemies down here. I don't know where enemies spawn. That looks like the wood deposit here. I can already see that. Q to put that away. So how do I discover it? Do I gotta mine from it? Yep, you're just gonna mine from it. So that's our big old wood deposit. I feel like this game is going to involve quite a bit of clearing out space, which is one of my favorite things to do in a game. Is just sit there and put on some music or a YouTube video and just spend 2 hours doing nothing but clearing out space for a big old factory. But it looks like this is an iron deposit, so we can go ahead and check that one off. So we had iron and then wood. We have another sparkly up here. We have two sparklies up here, so we'll head after those sparklies first. Was I able to build any kind of ladder? No. So we'll just have to make sure we leave some kind of steps. Although I'm assuming at this point I can probably lay the dirt back down that I'm picking up. Yeah. So I could form steps from the dirt if I wanted to, but I don't. I'd rather build steps out of, like, ancient brick, for example. Hello, what are you? Are you hostile? Your name is Krankos. And you can be cranked. Oh no, did I fall asleep again? Thanks for waking me up, brother. Who knows how long I was out for? You're welcome. It's so dark in here. Yes, it is. Would you like a torch? Ah, light. That's much better. If you're looking for the comms network, then you should explore the neighboring regions. Thanks, Krankos. Do you just give helpful advice? Did you get the comms network online? I can decrypt the transmission when you're ready. Okay, so I have to go and do something called a comms network. Okay. So I think I probably just found him a little early. That's fine. At least he's not trying to kill me. Ooh, we have a mana deposit. I didn't even know mana was a thing. Is that what my gun shoots? Okay. Mana. Crystallized magical energy. Alright, and I'm just going to go this way a little bit and figure out what this deposit is over here. Sand. We need stone. Ooh. There's one of those things down here, but that's not what I'm going for right now. I need a stone deposit, which is probably this sparkly here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there's the stone deposit. Okay, next we have research basic transportation technology, craft some transport tubes, only one, so the S isn't necessary, place a transport tube to be collected from, dispense into a transport tube. Okay, so basically it sounds like automation now. We're going to start automating the gathering and moving of these resources, but we're still going to have to hand crank everything, so I'm going to want to make stuff easy to get to. As soon as I can build stuff, I'll be building ladders. What's this? Ancient torch. Oh, I can just turn it on and off. Well, we're going to leave that on. And the chest is empty. Alright, we have everything in our inventory. Let's see what we need for crafting. Automation. No, that's not what we wanted. Foundation is going to give us scaffolding, ladder, and a brick, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Required stone and plank. Okay, so I'm going to need a whole bunch of you. And what else was there? Extraction, transportation. We do need transportation. And these other ones are not important yet. We'll do automation next. And then intermediate extraction. We're going to need more of those iron gears. And yeah, I do not like this cranking thing. My mouse is not designed for moving around that much. It's a very large gaming mouse, and I just don't have the room to be spinning it around in big circles like that. If I had a little tiny mouse, that wouldn't be a big deal, but hopefully we'll be away from this cranking nonsense soon. We have the first tech done, and we're working on transportation now. Let's see what those ladders cost. Just planks. Okay, so I think the first one that I'm going to work on automating, besides the iron that I have down here, is I'm going to work on the wood, because it feels like a lot of the moving around stuff is wood. We'll get a forge and we'll get a crank drill going. And the wood was just up here. I feel like it's gonna want some kind of foundation. Hey, come back, rock. It's going to want some kind of foundation. Can I just place blocks? Yes, I can. So we get a little foundation going. Let's get a drill going. Forge underneath. We forgot we need a chest. Rotate everything properly. Looks like this biomass just spawns. Ooh, clay pots with some resin. Nice. But yeah, that biomass just keeps randomly spawning and it's distracting. Okay, we have to turn this crank. And that'll get us a good amount of wood. Why am I running the wood through a forge? Why didn't you stop me? Let's build the platform up just a little bit. And put the wood chest directly here. Is that how that works? Yeah, there we go. Now that should fill that up. And that's all I'm going to worry about for now. We're short on iron gears for the finishing of this technology, so let's go ahead and get those. Doesn't look like I take fall damage, which is really nice. Let's turn the crank while we're here because that's about to run out. I wish I could spin it more, like put a battery on that thing or something. If I have to spin it, get it out of the way now, because I gotta move my mouse to a different part of my computer desk. Alright, we have just a few more of these gears, and that'll get us basic transportation. And we'll be able to craft the transport tube. And then place a transport tube to be collected from. Structures will pull items from transport tubes that are within their collection range. Okay, so ideally the first thing I'm going to want to do then is bring the wood down here. Or instead of down here, since this seems to be just a temporary source, more ideally I would want to bring the wood to a centralized position. Because we have one of the materials here, we have two of them over here, and then the other two over here. So I think, ideally, unless we're going to need to feed stuff into here permanently, which, I mean, we could just build a ladder to get to. I think I'm going to want to have everything kind of running into the middle right here. So I'll play around a little bit, and then when I come back, we'll take a look at what I've done, just playing around, and give you an idea of something you'd really want to play. So it's only been 5 or 10 minutes of me running around and cranking it, and I went ahead and got it set up. We got wood coming over here through this tube, and it just needs to run alongside, or relatively close I guess, to the machine, because it automatically pulls out what is needed. The only thing I'm having to do right now is just keep cranking these things. Sometimes a little bit more than you would think. Like going around a couple times doesn't seem to spin it at all. So I don't know if it's a problem with the machines or if I'm just not cranking it right. But we had a couple more tasks that we wanted to look at here. We have place scaffolding over the top of a transport tube. So scaffolding and transport tubes can overlap each other, making factory construction much easier. Scaffolding was something that I was able to build, but I needed, what was it, technology still. Supposedly. No, I already got that one. Here it is. It just didn't look like what I was thinking. Non-intrusive walkway allows fast travel and transport tube pass-through. So I'm guessing if we just lay that one over there, and then we were to have another line, we could run it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We could run it through the scaffolding like so. I don't know, that's something I'll have to figure out. Place scaffolding over the top of a structure. Yeah, so you can definitely also place scaffolding over the buildings and you can walk around the top of it. So we could do something more like this. Alright, I really like this game. It's got a really good aesthetic. It's a Terraria plus a factory game. So I'm definitely going to be checking this out a lot. Check it out yourself. It's, at least when I picked it up, it was on Steam for sale. It's in early access, so it's only going to get better. But appreciate y'all for watching, and hope to see you next time.
It's in the house, ready to play.